Yeah, this year's team, obviously we're still running the same offense, same defense, but we as players all have different skills, and I think those skills just continue to be shaped and continue to come out in different ways. And so last year we had three different players with three different skill sets. This year we've added four with new skill sets, and then continuing to build on for us returners to our old skills that we had, or not old skills, but the skills that we already had. So just continuing to build onto those, I think that's what makes the team different. It's not that we are doing something different or trying to be something we're not. That's not the case. We are just continuing to grow as who we all are as players and shape our game off of our skills more. And so that's what makes the team different.
What, just enjoyment-wise, how fun was the experience last year at the tournament, NBC and NCAA, and also as a player, like what have you taken away most from that experience?
Yeah, from the MVC tournament, I think just I learned a lot about how to just perform under that pressure. Like it's a go win or go home situation, and I think my freshman year I didn't really understand that the win or go home at that level, I guess. And so just really I was so nervous for the first game, and so learning through that, but then also from the NCAA tournament, kind of getting through that and to the point where this is awesome. I'm so excited to be here. We're gonna win and just go out and give it our all. Obviously we didn't win, but that's like something that I think from that experience I took away that we are so capable of winning against those Power 5 schools. I mean, we beat Nebraska last year, and we have a couple of those Power 5 schools in our schedule this year, in our preseason, so I'm excited to play them again. But then Louisville is a really good basketball school, and they had some really solid players. So just being able to say, yeah, we played them to within 2 points, and it was back and forth the whole game, that built up a lot of confidence for me in who we are as Drake and just in myself, I guess, because wow, that was amazing. And so this year, hopefully, we'll go back and we're working our hardest to get back to the NCAA tournament. And through that, hopefully we'll go in with that confidence that we had from last year, saying, look, we actually can do this, because it's something we haven't done in a couple of years. So I'm glad that we went to the NCAA tournament last year, but hopefully we'll get a win here this next year. Yeah.
How do you handle the expectations now of being the reigning tournament champions?
Yeah, I honestly have not thought about that much. Being the reigning MVC champs, I think it doesn't really change a lot because here at Drake we have these banners, we have this culture that wins, we have just a lot of history, and so I think being champions last year, it doesn't really change a lot. That this year's a new year, and that just adds on to our culture as a program and who we are. And so the pressure from that, I would say it hasn't really changed much.
Yeah, just kind of curious about the three freshmen. I mean, in this program, everybody plays. So what have you seen from that group, and was it too long ago that you were kind of a bright-eyed freshman?
Yeah, so from the freshmen this year, it's been really cool to see them just continuing to grow into, okay, what is my role in this offense? What is my role in this defense? Because like I said, we all have such different skills. And so continuing to see them grow into who they can be and not, wow, Shannon, you need to do this, this, and this. No, we're trying to build Shannon into the best Shannon. And so seeing her develop and grow has been really, really cool. And same thing for Brooklyn, same thing for Emily. We're not expecting them to be anything but their best selves. And so I'm really excited to see what they can bring this year.
Have you noticed yourself maybe taking more of a leadership role this year than the previous 2 years?
Yeah, last year and even freshman year for sure, but last year I would say I was kind of just like, okay, let's let Bear and SB and everybody else do their thing, and I'm just gonna do whatever they tell me. And now it's almost like, oh, well, okay, I actually have to help make some of these decisions and help teach everybody else, because I was still learning last year and I'm still learning, but just continuing to help guide the people who are newer or younger than me. And so, yeah, definitely has been a year of growth and leadership on the team.
Yeah, I think having that chip on our shoulder of we were so close and we almost had it. We almost had that game against Louisville and we didn't. And we went in full belief that we were going to win that game too. And you have a couple more layups drop and we win that game when we're on to the round of 32. So I think it's carrying that with us and that feeling of the championship and walking off the court with our hats and our shirts and cutting the net, and then also getting to the NCAA tournament, because it is something that it's just so surreal in the moment, and it's such an amazing experience that we all want to go back and really trying to pull in the freshmen and then our transfer in Anna Brown being like, hey, no, like these are our expectations for this season, and we got full belief that we'll get there again. So that's the plan, and I think that's what's so exciting.
What will this team have to do to get there again?
Yeah, I think just continuing to believe in each other, talk, communicate, staying competitive, and then I think just staying steady throughout our games. I think sometimes we get on a roller coaster of highs and lows, and then sometimes we can't get out of the lows, and then we get stuck. But I think staying steady throughout our games and just really believing in each other and believing in our program and program over everything and pouring into Drake and what Drake basketball is.
What have you looked to improve on this offseason? What do you envision your game looking like this year?
Yeah, honestly, kind of a weird answer, but communication and leadership skills. I think that's something that I've said since my freshman year, and Allison has kind of harped on that. Katie, you're gonna have to talk and you're gonna have to communicate, and I think that's something that I'll just continue to improve upon over my last 2 years, which is weird, but I think communication. And I think it brings so much to the team and kind of gets everyone going. And that goes for everyone on the team. The more that we can up our communication as a team as a whole, the more fiery we get, the more competitive we get, and then the more we trust in each other.
I know it was alluded to in the press conference, but last year you guys were maybe able to sneak under the radar at times.
Yeah.
That's not going to be the case again this year.
Yeah.
How do you guys handle the pressure of being the defending champs?
Yeah, I think there's always going to be a target on our back, but I think that's what makes this game so fun, is that it really, turns up the pressure, but then it's like, no, like we have to win this game and we have something to defend and we've proven ourselves, so why not just go do it again?
How much are you looking forward to getting back out there and playing games as
Yeah.
champs and just with some new players, new faces?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just ready for October 29th. I know it's not even a real game, but it's our exhibition game. I got it marked down on my calendar. I think everyone is just so excited. We had Italy, that trip last year where we played 3 games, and that kind of broke up our summer a little bit, but we haven't played a real basketball game in 6 months, and it just feels like forever. So I think everyone's just ready to step back on the court and be competitive and really just prove what an amazing team we are.
I think just celebrating the past, players, championships, and like remembering that, but also like this is a new team. Like we want to experience our own championships, and that's obviously the goal. I think just remembering and celebrating, but also just being our own people. And I think that we are doing that, and we're just super connected on and off the court. I was telling Tommy that this is one of the one of the most teams that I've been on that is the most connected, or one of the best teams. Yeah, so that's just cool. Everyone wants to hang out, and that just translates off the court onto the court. And I think we'll see that a lot this year.
That's impressive because you've had some tight-knit teams.
Yeah.
As you guys get going this year, this is it for you.
I know.
I know, it's sad.
Yeah.
But how are you approaching this year, and how can you take your game even to the next level?
Yeah, I think it's weird. It's like each year, it's like, oh, I have another one. But this is like the last and final year. So I think just making the most of it each and every day, just trying to be the best version of me, giving 100%, everything that I have just to make my team better, my teammates better, and those around me. And I think just this summer, the goal is just to get in the gym as much as I can. I'm not going to have all these chances next year since it is my last year. So just, I think, taking it day by day is what I tell people. They're like, when is this game? I'm like, I know the first game, and that's it. So just really taking it day by day and celebrating each and every little win.
With this, with the makeup of this team, Coach hinted at, maybe not a different style, but maybe trying to capitalize on some of the skill sets that are within this group. how do you see that maybe taking shape as the year goes on when it comes to like X's and
Yeah,
O's?
yeah. I mean, I think the fun part is I can't give you an answer. Like we're so versatile that Courtney Becker and I and Anna Miller could be in, and like whoever's first down is going to be the post, and then whoever is the wing is the wing. So it's just you kind of just read and play off each other, and that's our whole offense. And so I think it'll take shape as it goes, and we're just going to continue to connect more and more throughout the year.
Yeah, because you think almost automatically it's Anna at the 5, but she can
Yeah,
really shoot.
very versatile. Yeah, and I think that's a lot of different people on this team. I mean, Coach went through them all, each and every person, and it's just you never know. And I think that's the fun of it. Like each and every night, it could be different, and that just keeps people on their toes.
This time of year, we always talk about the Iowa and Iowa State games. Those will bring again some great battles. How much are you looking forward to getting those two in-state teams and
Yeah.
heading to Iowa City this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's exciting. I think you can ask any girl on this team, some of their favorite games are the in-state, including you and I. And just to go to Carver, and it's going to be sold out, is going to be insane. I think that's what every little girl and everyone on this team dreams of, and just really taking advantage of that and just soaking it all in. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh yes, for sure. It's I just love being back in Iowa. All my family's here, and then I have some friends obviously on the team that I knew before. So it's great getting to know them, even to know them on a different level, and it's just awesome being back in Iowa.
Yeah, Ashley, Katie, who else did you play with?
I kind of practiced with Grace and Ava too, like
Yeah.
just the all Iowa Attack girls. Just knew them, but it's better getting to know them on a deeper level. So that's been fun.
How much has that helped with just your comfort level being here?
Oh, it's helped a lot. Just getting to, especially with Katie, just knowing her from high school. It makes the transition just a lot easier with everything, basically. So that's been good.
How is it being a new person on the team, knowing what this team accomplished last year?
It just drives me more to help kind of do it all again this year. So I get to experience it too. But yeah, it just amps up the competition level and just makes me want it even more for everyone. So yeah.
You're familiar with the conference.
Yes.
What does it take to win the conference championship? What have you learned in your years playing in the Valley?
Oh, I mean, every game's a hard one no matter where you go, honestly, because I feel there's just such a competition level in the MVC. It's just, I feel like a lot of the times everyone's a rival team, to be honest. Every game, like, there's always someone you really want to beat. So I think here that's every team, and it's just fun to have that competitive atmosphere, like, at every game.
For the folks that haven't seen you play, missed all those Waukee games, and hadn't seen you previously when you were in the Knapp Center, what kind of player are you? What are you bringing to this squad this year?
As Allison said before, 3-pointers, that's kind of my big thing, but what I really pride myself is just hard work and like doing the little things. That's kind of how I was raised to be, just do the little things, the big things will take care of themselves, so that's kind of what I really try to focus on in my game.
Allison was talking about, just like this team kind of having its own makeup, its own character. How have you seen that start to kind of take place this year?
Oh man, it's just in those practices, like those 2.5-hour ones. It's just, you just see like towards the end of practice, just that grit that comes out. Just keep working hard, and your character really comes out like as that comes out the longer the practice, and it just really shows like in those game time situations like what we would truly be as a team.